What's going on, y'all? Hot anime TikTok reactions, part 3. Let's do it.
All right, so my only problem with the anime community is you guys hype up shows before they're even in season 2.
That's a fact.
Can we let shows get to season 2 before you hype it up? I'm not talking about Jujutsu Kaisen and none of that. I'm just saying, y'all hyped up God of High School. Y'all hyped up Tower of God. Y'all be hyping up shows before they're even at a season 2. Can they build up a little bit before y'all start saying, oh, yo, this is heat, you should watch it? Yo, let they get to season 2 first. Like, relax.
All right, so I 100% agree with this take right here. Let's look at Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is literally an anime that just hit the scene last year, and people that have never watched anime in their entire life are already throwing it in GOAT status? Greatest of all time? Really? Listen, build up the catalog just a little bit. Just a little bit before we start throwing these shows in the GOAT status off of its first season. Now, don't get me wrong, I like Demon Slayer's first season. But again, we got to see how these shows are consistent. We have to look at longevity. Can they continue that GOAT status that you're giving them in season 2 or season 3? That is where the real shows lie. But let's keep going.
Are you watching anime? Oh, yeah, I am. Alright. What? I don't know, I just don't know if you're a fake weeb or not. First of all, you shouldn't say weeb, that's not what it is. Second of all, how am I sitting here watching anime, but you're gonna call me fake? Well, it seems to be like a whole big trend now. Okay? Your point? I didn't get bullied for watching anime for it to become a trend. Really? You were bullied for it? Yes. Oh, so you weren't the one that would scream anime references down the hallway? You weren't the one that said ooh ooh? You weren't the one that tried to force anime on every single person ever? Let me ask you this, have you seen The Big Three? No. Oh, well then you're a fake anime watcher. Just because I didn't watch it doesn't mean I'm not an anime watcher. Oh, so you do know how that works. So then you shouldn't be judging anyone else. Well, yeah, but
That's a fact. All right, so I mean, this is a well done skit on gatekeeping in anime. We know what it is. Obviously, tons of anime fans before it became trendy got bullied, especially with the creation of Showdown. That's something I want to help change, by the way. However, now that it is trendy, we cannot be gatekeeping new fans. We have to teach them how it is and how to embrace the culture, and let them also form their own opinions on the new shows that they watch and some of the older shows. Introduce them to it. Make anime something that they want to be a part of. Because yeah, they didn't have to go through the same stuff that we had to go through in order to be more embracing of the anime culture. But that does not mean that they're not going to show love. They're not going to show respect. We have to respect ourselves and respect anime for others to want to respect it as well. That's just bottom line. Stop gatekeeping. Let's keep going.
So this is one of probably, if
hold on, let's just take a quick look at this list before I keep going. So it looks like they have Goku, Ichigo, then Naruto, then Meliodas, then Luffy, then Natsu, then Asta, then Gon, then Deku, and then Boruto. That's what I'm looking like right now. All right, let's continue.
not the most accurate.
There's no way you actually think that's valid. First of all, Boruto slapping Deku in a fight. Anime versus anime, Deku loses to Boruto. Manga versus manga, Deku still loses to Boruto. So Deku is the weakest on this list. And then it's Gon, and then it's Boruto. Now let's get to right here. First off, without a doubt, everybody knows Natsu's stronger than Luffy, Naruto, and Meliodas. So that...
Wait, what? Huh? Natsu is stronger than Naruto, Luffy, and Meliodas. Let's keep going.
automatically make the whole list incorrect. So the top three would be Natsu, Goku, and Ichigo, not in no order. Fourth will be Naruto, then it will be Luffy, then it will be Meliodas, and then it will be Asta. And that's when it's Boruto, then Gon, then Deku. Deku's got to be the weakest on this list, no cap. The list I just made was very accurate. But if you think I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section. I want to see what y'all think.
All right, so obviously this list All right, so I'm not even gonna talk about the Boruto versus Deku because a great point can be made there. I do think they're a little bit closer in strength than you're putting it as, but ultimately Boruto does have more abilities that Deku would not really have access to boxing with unless he had more access to that 100% full power, which he would then need Eri if we're talking about anime strictly. So I probably would give that to Boruto as well. Natsu, on the other hand, if you want to say Natsu takes down Luffy, I would want to argue that because it comes down to Haki, it comes down to Ryuo, it comes down to observation Haki and Luffy being able to see into the future, which I do not think Natsu has an answer for. But if you want to continue with that, I know Natsu is super powerful, END Natsu is crazy. We can go with that. Let's just go with that just for the sake of the video. Natsu stronger than Naruto. Is that really where we're gonna go? I mean, we know all of Naruto's abilities. I don't really have to go into all of Naruto's abilities. Do you think Natsu would be able to take Naruto down? End of Shippuden Naruto. You know what? Scratch that for a second. Meliodas, who's perfect, because if we talk about Naruto, then there's always this chakra versus magic argument. We can scrap all of that. Now it's magic versus magic. Is Natsu really taking down Meliodas? Listen here. I don't know how Natsu's dealing with Meliodas. I really don't. Even with Meliodas just having, I only need to bring up the full counter and the revenge counter. We know how many more abilities that he has, but if you're taking Natsu at the end of Fairy Tail, we can even look at Meliodas towards the end of Seven Deadly Sins, which I'm saving for once it's animated. But I can tell you that Meliodas in that form can destroy Natsu. There's no question about it. Let's keep going.
Okay, so first let me start off by saying I don't agree with this post at all, but this post is for My Hero Academia people. Okay, so I am not that guy to where like I can't be convinced, but please convince me why you guys think that My Hero Academia isn't just your standard shonen anime, because I think it is. I think it's good. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's amazing. I think it's good. I rate it maybe a 7.5 out of 10. That's it. Please explain to me why you guys think that this anime is like beyond its years and it's just like the best thing out. Because for me, it's not by a long shot.
Wait, y'all see this list?
Yeah. That's where I stand.
All right, so first thing to point out is this list, DBZ, then Naruto, then One Piece, then Bleach, then Hunter, then AOT, then Death Note, then this list is all the way screwed up. I'm just saying that right now. It's all the way screwed up. Shows that shouldn't be above other shows is blasphemy. But having My Hero at the bottom, I think is a little bit disrespectful. Yes, My Hero is a new gen anime. Yes, a lot of My Hero fans haven't really seen other shows. So it comes to a point where it's very popular. It's a new gateway. It's a top 10 new gen, top 5 new gen actually, possibly top 3. But is it goated? Is it really legendary? I can't really say that. I think it's a little too, not too early, but it's a generic story. It's a generic story. I agree with Mr. Music Major here. The story hasn't really captivated me on a top level like a One Piece or a Hunter, where it's so intricate that you're locked in 100%. But I do love the characters. I love the fights. I love the action. The quirk power system is something I have a little problem with because it makes it hard to balance certain characters out. You know, in One Piece, you have Devil Fruits, but you also have Haki to help counteract that. Quirks, it really comes down to, do you have a quirk or you don't? That's it. Like, and depending if you have the if your quirk is Invisible Girl versus somebody that has, All for One, what can you really do? So My Hero is not bad at all. I think it's a great series, but I don't think it's the best of all time, which is where a lot of people put it. Let's keep going.
So Bleach and One Piece. That being said, One Piece is my favorite out of the big three. I love it. I adore it.
I got a hot take, and y'all can tell me if I'm tripping or not, but I genuinely feel this way, so I'm going to say it. I feel like Shippuden messed Naruto up. Before you go ape, whatever, allow me to explain. Shippuden did a lot of great things and a lot of bad things. First part of Naruto made everybody like, Neji, Rock Lee. It made all of them feel like that. Like, I wouldn't say you're wrong if that was your favorite character. Shippuden gave no one out of Team 7 character development. That's without Shippuden, we wouldn't have things like Akashi and Obito, Naruto, Sasuke, Jiraiya. All the good things. I just feel like as Shippuden went on, the story progressively got worse. Personally, I don't hate Sakura, but I feel like once Shippuden happened is when her character was like, oh, well, she's not Naruto and Sasuke, so everybody hated her. They call her useless, which I can't argue. Where was the character development for everybody that's not named Naruto and Sasuke? In my opinion, the 4th Great Ninja War was garbage. Pain was the best arc until Naruto gave that man free counseling.
All right, so I'm going to say this. He's not entirely wrong. When you look at Shippuden for a second, a lot of the characters in the original Konoha 11 just completely got nerfed, killed off. I mean, Neji's death is still something to this day that irks me, because him losing to a stick, come on, bro. Like, there's when you have characters that are that legendary, you can't have them being killed off in such trash ways. I think that's a waste of a character being developed over so many years. But I'm not gonna say that the 4th Great Ninja War was trash, because when we look at the action in the 4th Great Ninja War, I mean, Madara was one of the craziest villains we have ever seen throughout any anime ever. I thought it was a great war up until Kaguya came through. That was the only point in the war that it kind of was like, whoa, what's going on here? But I still watched it. I still liked the action. I still stuck with it. But I get people not really rocking with Kaguya and wanting Madara to be the final villain. But if this is a conversation, if we're saying, is Naruto Part 1 better than Shippuden? I would have to say yeah. Let's keep going.
To be honest, this Dragon Ball Z hate is getting way out of hand.
Okay.
All jokes aside, y'all hating for clout. There's no way y'all can hate anime and the fandom that much. To be honest, I don't know who's saying that we want Dragon Ball Z to be acknowledged part of the big three. In my humble opinion, I feel like if there was no Dragon Ball Z, there would be no big three. So you heard it from me. There's Dragon Ball Z, then there's the big three. We have never said, can he be Goku though? Some people might have said that jokingly, but nobody really says that seriously. It is totally fine to give your opinion on the anime. Anime is subjective. It's either you like it or you don't. Simple. Y'all hate us because we defend ourselves. I'm sorry. You're not going to come up to me and tell me Dragon Ball Z is trash and not expect me to respond. I got 27 years in the game. Dragon Ball Z is my life, baby. Why don't you come at us respectfully? Ask yourself that before you come at us and call us toxic.
All right, so a lot of things were said here. Obviously, there's been some tension with the DBZ community versus other anime communities. I had no knowledge of this until this TikTok. But what I will say is DBZ, we have to put respect on what it has done throughout the entire anime industry, throughout the entire anime world, everything. Listen, there's 2 shows that we can think of, at least in the Western side of the world, that have had such a profound impact on the culture, and that is Dragon Ball Z and that is Naruto. Personally, for me, I think Dragon Ball Z is even bigger than Naruto, just for the sole fact that there are conventions dedicated solely to Dragon Ball Z. When you go to an anime convention, there's multiple shows there, but there are conventions strictly dedicated to the fan base of DBZ because it is that worldwide. Everyone knows Goku. Not saying not a lot of people know Naruto, but DBZ really set the stage for so many people. It's on that level of a Pokemon, which is so powerful, so popular. So I agree with that. What I will say is that, can he be Goku though? As a DBZ fan, people say that. Like, we can't front. Listen, even if you're joking or you're not joking, I've seen both sides of the coin. People have been saying that. And based off the popularity of DBZ, so it is in with respect to DBZ, that people want to see if you can beat Goku, you are valid. In terms of, a battle shonen. If you can hang with Goku, you are deemed worthy. You have that respect. It's kind of like when it comes to basketball. Who can hang with Michael Jordan? Who can hang with Kobe Bryant? Who can hang with LeBron? We look to people that are already respected and seeing which next player is up that can hang with these top respected legends. This is what Goku is in the anime community. He is that figure. So at the end of the day, we are going to look for those comparisons when it comes to Giorno Giovanna, when it comes to the new character like Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen, who is up and coming, and I will definitely talk about him later on. When we talk about Ichigo or Saitama or Naruto or Luffy or Natsu or whoever, Meliodas, we all at one point or another compare them to Goku because Goku is that GOAT figure for anime. It is what it is. Let's keep going.
My top 5 shonen anime arcs ranked. This is gonna be terrible.
Tread
I don't
carefully.
believe that's some GOATs. I know I am, but I feel like my list is respectable. That's it. You know, straight opinion. I think it's respectable though. Straight opinion. I got the Cell Saga at number 5. You can argue Frieza. Not gonna debate that. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is the coldest in the series, and he beat the villain.
Gohan, special place in my
It's
heart.
hard in 60 seconds. Number 4, them are wrong cars, man.
Okay.
I don't. Aizen. That's all I gotta say. That he's a villain. Number 3, them chimeras, man. Netero, Miriam, Gon, and Catwoman.
I'm not mad
It's
at it.
hard, man. I had the most fun with this one. Number 2, Sasuke Rescue, Retrieval, or something. You say Pain, that's fine, I get it. Pain is personally my favorite villain. But as a kid, just so many emotions. I ain't never seen somebody get so far and
nostalgia.
then to fail in the end.
It's
Like,
nostalgia.
great. The opening for this arc is underrated. Where else did y'all think I was?
Yes, sir.
What you think I was gonna put number 1?
That's a fact.
All right, man. Disrespectable? Y'all let me know.
I can't say I agree with the placement of the entire list, but what I can say is Marineford is goated to me. That is one of the greatest arcs ever. And it's all thanks to Oda for developing hundreds of different characters and having them all meet in the middle for a giant war. But everyone has their own mission. People are forming alliances, teams, switching up, and the impact of this war changed the entire landscape for the whole anime and the whole manga. This is how catastrophic it was losing a legend like Whitebeard in the show. So I'm definitely gonna go Marineford as number 1 for me. Next.
So I've seen a lot of people on TikTok talking about plot armor, who has the most plot armor,
Plot
blah,
armor,
blah,
man.
blah, blah, blah. And I just want y'all to know, this man right here, most plot armor out of any character in anime.
What?
Here's where he should have died. Sasuke versus Killer Bee. Killer Bee was owning your entire squad, bro. You lived because of Karin and plot armor. That's it. Number 2, Sasuke versus Deidara. You're telling me that even if you get into a giant snake at the last second, this big ass explosion doesn't incinerate you and the snake? Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
I can
bro.
see
The
this.
snake skin is not that tough to survive this explosion. It's probably the most powerful explosion we've seen in the entire show. Number 3, Sasuke versus Itachi. He lived because Itachi let him live. Let's be honest, bro. Itachi could have one-shot him. He was even in Genjutsu at the beginning. And lastly, when he got stabbed in the heart by Madara, like, sword through the chest, bro. Like, even Karin shouldn't be able to help you come back from that, bro. Like, how do you come back?
All right, so he definitely made some good points. You know, Sasuke's fight against Deidara, yeah, like that was cheese. I don't know if I would go so far as to say that Sasuke has the most plot armor in anime, because there are several characters that have way more plot armor in anime. I could point to Fairy Tail with Elsa Scarlet. Listen, there are many characters that have way more plot armor than Sasuke, but we have to look at how Kishimoto was pretty much developing the Uchiha clan. The Uchiha have one of the most cheese visual jutsus of all time. I mean, the Sharingan is literally cheese. Like, I don't know what you really expect when you have, you know, Mangekyo Sharingan, you have Susanoo, you know, you have special abilities like you know, Kamui and all of these things. It's just cheese all around. It is cheese, Amaterasu. So of course, if you're going to develop Sasuke to be one of the best Uchiha of all time, he's going to have to get by some people early on, and that's why he had that whole Team Taka situation going on. I think it's justified. I think it's justified. They're not all instances. but most instances are justified. He's an Uchiha. Which Uchiha did not have Chi's powers and got through Chi situations? I mean, Obito was boxing the Hidden Leaf at 16. Itachi's Hokage level mindset at 11. This is what the Uchiha clan is. They are Chis. Like, so I kind of see Sasuke following that same route. But you guys let me know if I'm bugging, if I'm agreeing with the wrong thing, disagree with me, let me know why. And if you guys enjoy this series, please leave a like, and I'll keep it going. And I'll see you next time. Peace.